but the market appears dubious over those earnings projections. Innovest fell 40 cents to 10 ringgit before recovering to close unchanged at 10 ringgit 40.
From me, Ed Mitchell in London, goodbye.
And that is all from New York. I'm Carol Masser.
And I'm Tam Makarig in Singapore. That's it for World Market Outlook. Thanks for joining us.
Hello and welcome to EBN's Telerate report. It's 2 o'clock Central European time and I'm Sarah Clements. And now we'll move to our main stories of the day. And Telecom shares come under pressure as Germany's RWE switches alliances. European bonds rally on rumours that the Bundesbank is considering a further cut in the repo rate. And sterling gains as the Bank of England calls for tighter monetary policy. And the German energy company RWE has pulled out of the planned telecoms alliance with British Telecom and VIAG. The firm says the decision follows differences over the marketing of a joint bid for a new mobile phone network. The two remaining partners say they'll press on with the application for the E2 franchise, and RWE is now in talks to form a new telecoms alliance with Weber and Cable and Wireless. And for other market news out of Germany now, we'll cross live to Frankfurt Stock Exchange, where Alun Saunderson is standing by. Alan, it seems that the DAX had difficulty holding on to that 2,700 level this morning. Where's it ended the day?
It did indeed have difficulty this morning. We scaled that initially when the floor trading opened today on the DAX, but then slid all the way down. It didn't look as though we were going to hold 2,700. That was not the case, however. We went up above 2,700 towards the close of trading. Indeed, at the close of trading, not quite at records, but we're above that magic number. If we just go over to the board now and see how that progressed, you'll see that we had a number of periods of doubt early in the morning session before the mid-session, but then we began to get some confidence back. We climbed a little bit, perhaps on those rumours out of London about the Bundesbank tomorrow, and we finished at 2702.99, as good as 2703, plus nearly 12 points on the DAX. That's not yet a record. The record was just above 2704 set on Monday last, and in electronic trading indeed 2708, but nonetheless doing quite well. Volumes fairly good. We're up 0.45%. Nobody here really thinking yet we've convincingly gone through 2700, but we're looking quite solid today.
Now, we've seen the telecoms, the major feature of the market today. In London, we've seen British Telecom losing 2%. How's RWE and VIAG held up in Frankfurt?
Well, RWE did better even by the close of trading than it had indicated at the start. We were up about 3.5% on that share, down, of course, by just about the same amount on the VIAG share because of the announcement by RWE. But by the end of trading, we're up over 5% on the RWE share. VIAG again off about 3.5%. Weber itself up around about 1%. Not much change there, actually, over the course of the session. In the other sectors, and that really, by the way, the telecom sector is what's propelled our DAX today towards the end of trading, because the other sectors indeed are quite mixed. The chemicals, for instance, quite weak.
No queues, no crowds, no bags. That's the theory, anyhow.
It's people shopping at work that is the real key. I think you've got to forget maybe about people going home and putting their feet up on the armchair and going, I'm going to shop now. Because it's more likely that they'll be at work and think, damn, I need to buy a flight to somewhere. You know, or I need to buy my wife, need to send my wife some flowers clouds are a big seller on the web. That's where it will start.
Shopping the web way. Find out more on Style Cafe.
Hello and welcome to Automotive, the show that brings you the wheels and deals from Mondial de l'Automobile, the Paris Motor Show. I'm Alun Lewis. Coming up in this edition, the new players get serious. We check out some of the companies making big investments in a bid for market share. Sexy and selling fast. We report on one of the automotive business's fastest growing sectors. And from the Cologne Bike Show, the Italian favorite that's been thrown a lifeline from across the Atlantic. First, they've been the butt of many jokes over the years, but no one around these halls is laughing at them anymore. I'm talking about the latest entrance into the highly competitive auto industry. Names such as Daewoo, Kia, SsangYong,